It's kind of dark too.
Yeah. Christina be like that sometimes. Her humor gets dark. That's why.
She's
that's why
dark
Roger's
soul.
here.
That's right.
Yeah.
Dark Souls 4 confirmed, Vegas edition. What's up, Spinners and Sharks? Ace of Vegas here. Hope you're doing well. And welcome back to the #Vegas podcast. Joined here by my co-host, Christina, Seeking Vegas Sunrise, who's over here definitely to my right and not my left. Not at all my left. Christina, you want to say what's up?
What's up?
All right. And we also have our guest hosts, the Kinos, who are definitely down this general direction. This isn't mirrored, so that's great. Got Kino Kid and Kino Candy. Kino, say what's up.
What's going on, guys? Just trying to hold down the fort as much as we can till Roger gets back in his proper place.
Yeah. So, we need someone making dirty jokes and doing the soundboard. So, you know.
I can do the jokes, but not the soundboard.
Yeah.
We have Candy fart on occasion.
There we go. That's perfect. Candy's going to beat BJ live on the stream. It's not going to go very well.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
A live beating.
I feel like I'm...
Yeah.
Is that better?
Perfect.
You like it better?
Yeah, I think the light looks good.
Yeah, I think that's better now.
Okay.
All right, guys.
We got the new light going on here.
So. Oh, yeah, so you guys got a ring light, too.
Yeah.
We're experimenting over here.
Perfect. All right, we got Who's That Girl in the live chat. We got Pat Angen here. 3 9s in the house, too. Ronnie C. My main man, Pat Butler over here.
PB.
All right, Vegas Fanatic in the house, too. We Run Las Vegas coming through. Gurav coming through, too. Mike Urbanik. My boy, Pat. Neil's coming through, too. And, of course, Martin D.
Martin D.
Mod with the most.
The mod father.
Indeed. And, of course, Seeking Vegas Sunrise is here. I'd be a little concerned if they weren't here because she's co-hosting. So,
right.
You know, Blair G and Hollywood. All right, guys, let's have some fun. I think we got a good amount of people rolling in the chat here. So, Christina, what kind of nonsense are we getting into today? What kind of Vegas shenanigans do we have planned for this hour?
So, today we're going to be talking about a couple different projects on the South Strip.
Yep, got a couple interesting ones. I think we got one new property that's coming up, and then another new, not hotel property, but something else, a hostile takeover of a hotel probably that we're going to be talking about. So yeah, that'll be interesting. What do you guys think we should start with?
Christina, your call.
How about Tropicana?
Tropicana. Okay, all right. I was going to say we could probably start with sponsorship by whoever owns this beer over here, but they're not paying me, so they don't get a sponsorship.
What kind of beer is that, Ace?
I'm drinking an oatmeal milk stout. It's by Finkel and Garf.
Oh, there
so
you go.
I just got it from my local liquor store over here. I don't think
just
they're
in
local
case they're
to Colorado,
watching.
but
just in case
they're watching, then they know they can be the official milk stout of Ace of Vegas.
The official milk stout. There you go.
Yeah, wouldn't that be? I think Left Hand is the official milk stout of Ace of Vegas. Honestly, I think that's my favorite.
Anthony used to bottle it.
Hey, there you go. So that's how you know it's in the family. It's great. It's in our Ace of Vegas family over here. Bobby, what's going on? Welcome aboard. Jesus in the house too. And then who else is coming through? Mike Urbanik's in here too. So is Jeff Mojave and Kristen Jones. Yeah, definitely. All right. Yeah, I think we're ready. So let's go ahead and start. We said we're going to start with Tropicana, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Spinners and Sharks. So check this out. So we've got an article from, I think it was the Bleed Cubby Blue. Oh, my word.
Bleed Cubby Blue.
Yeah, it's a Kino Kid website. Yep. It's an all Chicago website. Next thing you're going to see Chicago. Is the Bears on here. Shout outs to the Bears if he's watching. Hope he's watching.
We love the Bears.
Yeah, we do love the Bears. I miss the Bears. He's a blast. He'll get you drunk. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, he will.
Who won't get you drunk in Vegas at this point?
True, but especially the Bears. You know, he goes out of his way. He's a good man. Yeah. But yeah, guys, have you checked this out over here? So this is what the Oakland A's are planning to do with the Tropicana. So you'll probably see on the screen, there's a little map that we've got over here, and you'll see the Excalibur, you'll see the Luxor, you see the Tropicana to the north, and then there's a new structure. It appears to be some sort of giant turtle. Some giant mechanical turtle. I don't seem to understand what it's for. No, just kidding. It's a PS5. It's clearly a PS5. It's a bad PS5. How many more of those do I get before I'm canceled? I'm not sure.
It's your channel. You can do as many as you
Yeah,
want.
do whatever you want, Ace.
All right, no. Jokes aside, though, this is actually an artist rendering of the new Oakland A stadium, or I guess we should say the Las Vegas Athletics at this point, because it seems like this is where they're coming from. This is an artist rendition of a proposed stadium that they like to have on the strip for the Oakland A's if the Oakland A's decide to purchase the Tropicana, which hurts my head. It's a weird thing to think about, but does a major league sports team really need a hotel casino? I mean, I know Phil Ruffin was thinking about, or they asked Phil Ruffin about buying, a baseball team or something like that. But he's like, oh no, I couldn't pay some professional athlete $20 million a year. I couldn't sleep at night doing that.
Yeah, he could pay himself $20 million.
He's a hard enough time paying his floor staff.
Oh yeah, the floor staff that
Exactly.
he forgot about for the last 3 or 4 months of the pandemic. But that's none of my business. Phil Ruffin is trash.
Yeah. Oh, Ace.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cough there. Phil Ruffin is trash. I'm singing it. That's why I'll never get a sponsorship from any major casino hotel, but especially not the TI.
No.
Never get sponsorship from there. I don't care though. It's fine. I'm happy. All right, cool. So Christina, do you have I think was this the article you sent, or did you send the other article for the bottom of the hour? I think you sent this article.
You sent us both articles this week.
Well, I pulled the articles, but you came up with the ideas for the Tropicana. So give us a summary. What's going on?
Well, it looks like they're trying to build it where the Tropicana is, but there's no parking.
Yeah, I noticed that. What's up with that?
And the city lacks the infrastructure to bus people there.
Right.
So
And the monorail doesn't reach down that far, right?
It goes to MGM.
So it doesn't reach down that far, really.
I think
Maybe it will
does. You'd
at
have
some
to get
point.
off at MGM, then walk back up.
Right, for sure. Shout outs to the Modfather there, Martin D for the
Martin
$2
D.
super chat. Appreciate you there,
What's the
buddy.
next stop north of MGM, though?
Next stop north.
Is that
Actually,
Bally's?
I
Bally's is
think
next.
So let me pull up the
It goes
monorail
Bally's,
map.
Link.
Yeah, there needs to be something in between Bally's and or in MGM Grand.
Yeah, no, it goes straight from MGM Grand to Bally's in Paris, and then it goes up to Flamingo, then it goes to Harrah's, then it doesn't go anywhere for a while, and you make it up to the convention center, then the Hilton, then the Sahara.
And then you get
But
off
you
at the
would-
convention center, walk outside of the monorail station, and
And go, oops.
have to jump back in.
Mm-hmm.
But
Because you
would
can't
the
get back out.
monorail- But would the monorail really be a thing? Because think about it. You got old Elon Musk with all his tunnels, and they got all that money and thing to go all across the strip. Maybe they would just put a little Elon Musk tunnel right there to the stadium.
Yeah, that's an option. That's an
true.
option. They
You
could
know what I'm
do.
saying?
Could work.
Yeah, so that wouldn't be a terrible idea. I guess thinking on it here, let's say that we're all huge Oakland A's fan. Or what's everybody's baseball team? I'm from Brooklyn. I'm a
The
Yankees fan,
Cubs,
obviously.
obviously.
Yeah.
Cubs.
All right, so you're
I have no comment.
and Christina, I'm
Cubs,
assuming you're a
associate.
Rockies fan. Christina, I'm assuming you're a Rockies fan.
No,
probably.
I'm a Cubs fan.
Oh, you're a Cubs fan.
It's hard
okay.
to be a
She's a smart
Rockies
girl.
fan. They're so bad.
Well, I was going to say, unless you want to be, if you don't mind being miserable, they're a wonderful
I
team
like
to root
going
for.
to the Rockies because it's the cheapest baseball game I've ever been to.
Oh yeah, because they're awful. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say.
It was nice when the Cubs play the Rockies, but
There you go.
I
Yeah,
grew
we-
up with Angels, so
Yeah. No, we had an
That's all
annual
I grew up with.
tradition. Me and my family did actually. My dad would go out of the way to get us some great seats when the Mets came into town because they were
Mhm.
super cheap. And he was a Mets fan, obviously. So he just loved to watch, to have great seats to watch them curb stomp the Rockies mercilessly, 13-1 games. It was ridiculous.
well, honestly, though, the article did make a big deal about parking, but has anybody here ever left a baseball game sober?
I
That's
guess
what
when
I'm
I was
saying,
12 or whatever.
I don't know that there's
I
a
hope
huge
so.
need for parking there.
I mean, there's no parking at the Raiders Stadium. Very little. It doesn't seem
True.
to, everybody just walks the bridge.
it's-
Right. And actually, it's going to be on the strip, so it should be easier. So here's my thing. So assuming I'm bringing a car, I'm going to assume I'm bringing a car here, right? I'm an M Life player. So I'm not sure if you guys see that giant negative piece of space there. It's shaped like a big triangle. There's some white cat in front of it or something like that. I think they call it the Luxor or the Lex Luthor or something. I don't know what they call it. But
you could always stay there.
you could always stay there. And alternately, I figure if I'm driving, I'm going to park there.
Oh, that's
I'm,
true.
Yeah, I'm an M Life member, so I'm getting free parking there. So I'm just going to park there and walk across the street.
That's a good
True.
point.
Yeah. So
I mean, they have that big Skywheel space. You know, they have the big Skywheel right next to it, that big empty plot of land that they could buy. But I have a question, though. Go back to the rendering, Ace.
Yeah. Let me bring that back
Go
up.
back to the rendering. So they're talking about buying the Tropicana and building a stadium, but in this rendering, the Tropicana is still there, right?
Right.
I mean, so is it going to be next door to it?
It is there. I didn't even notice that.
The Tropicana is still there.
Right.
So are they going to build it away? Are they just like, does Trop own that land too? I'm assuming. So if they buy that, do they own that land? Because the artist rendering isn't on Tropicana.
Right. I can only assume that it's involved with them. I think because Bally's owns it, right?
Bally's owns them, right? Yeah.
Huh. So maybe that's a big thing.
You could park at the airport.
You could park. I mean, it's right there on the airport. Actually, maybe the new property that we'll talk about at the bottom of the hour. That might be an option too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or that new Las Vegas tower. And I'm actually Grotto Rabbit. Are you in the live chat today? I was talking to Grotto Rabbit in the comment section of my last video about this too from yesterday. But he was talking about this, or we were talking about this potential new property that's going to pop up on the south side of the strip, potentially from MGM Resorts, if they feel like spending another $2 or $3 billion on a new 3,000 room hotel tower. And he was thinking, if they're trying to get in good graces with Japan, so they can build that new property in Osaka or outside of Tokyo or just wherever they're going to put it, then an idea would be to have a proper Japanese themed hotel. And this would be the proper, this would be a good avenue for it. So that might be a thought. So we might have a nice little Japanese hotel we can hang out at right next to the stadium. And I think that'd be perfect, especially if they decide to go boutique with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked with Lucky Dragon, right? Why not have an Asian boutique hotel, Ace?
Touche. But at least this would
like
be
a
on the
solid
strip,
plan.
though. At least, this one would be.
That is
So
true,
hear me
that is
out. It'd be
true.
on the
It's not down
strip,
there
yeah.
by-
And it would also
point,
have
yeah.
MGM backing for it too. So
that's true.
Yeah, it would have the comps already. Lucky Dragon, they just got stingy right away. Like straight up, they got stingy right away. They were so stingy that I never even made it down there to get free stuff for them because they were closed by the time I wanted to bother finding out their system and breaking it.
Yeah,
that's how stingy they were.
All that $8 free play they were slanging around, Ace. Because
eight's
the lucky number, right?
Yeah, that's a lucky number
Not
there
for them. Yeah,
no
it closed in
fours, no
about
13s.
8 minutes. Yeah.
That's what 8 months, wasn't it? It was like 8 months from opening, wasn't it?
It was close. Yeah.
Little things. So yeah, well, let me go ahead and ask everybody this over here. We'll start with Candy. Candy's been quiet, and I know Candy isn't a sports person, so I'm going to ask you. This is going to be the drill here.
There you go.
So, what do you think about this? How do you feel about spending some of your Vegas time? Like if you're walking down the strip and you see the stadium, are you going to want to go to a baseball game?
Personally, I don't do baseball. So no.
She doesn't do
I'm the wrong
baseball.
person to be. I mean,
But if it was in Vegas, think about it.
maybe.
How many people in Vegas were like, hockey? We're a desert. We don't need that crap. And look, the town has
That's true.
embraced. But if you went to a Gold Knights game,
I probably
Right.
would like to go to a game.
yeah, I mean,
Okay, so you think about it.
going to baseball games is cool. I don't like watching baseball on TV. I think it's kind of,
You're
but
right.
going to it, it's like hockey.
It
I
might
love
be.
going to hockey.
Yeah, it's a
got that
participatory
atmosphere.
sport.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
it.
So
Yeah, probably. I grew up with baseball, going to the Angels Stadium and
Right.
stuff like that. So, and I took the boys a few years back. So, I mean, I would probably if it was decent price, I'd probably do it.
yeah,
And I bet you it would be. You probably get some comps for it or something like that. And usually
Oh,
baseball
yeah.
is a lot less obnoxious than football and
oh
even
yeah,
hockey is when it
like
comes to
cheap.
pricing.
You can get cheap nosebleeders.
Oh, exactly. Like I think we get rock pile tickets out of here for like $4 or something
Yeah.
ridiculous like that, and then you can just
Oh,
you just go down to the seats. No, seriously,
Yeah.
$4 tickets, and then because my sister used to work at the stadium, so what we do is after the first inning, we just kind of go with her down to the lower levels, and then if there
Mhm.
just weren't people in certain, we just take them. No one would do anything. No one would say
nobody
anything to
would.
us.
They
It was
don't care.
ridiculous.
Mhm.
They're like, tickets are paid for. People are sitting there. I don't care. Unless someone
Exactly.
shows up who's actually supposed to be sitting there, in which case you're like, oh, off to the bathroom.
Yep.
Go find my seats.
Yeah. Plus, with all the tourists, you figure too. Just like with the Raiders. Whoever the Raiders are playing. When I left the week of Granny Fest and such, I left a couple days before the Bears came into town, and there were so many Bears fans just flooding off the planes. And I'm sure it'd be the same with baseball. Who wouldn't want to go? Who said in the chat, was it Mike that said, yeah, if your team's playing a 3-game series over the weekend in Vegas, hell yeah, why not fly in and catch a game or two?
Sure, yeah.
Hang out in Vegas.
Yeah, like if the Yankees were playing, I'd make the weekend. I'd make the weekend trip, so for sure.
Plus, it's another thing to do during the day in Vegas.
Also true.
And with the roof, it'll be air conditioned.
Mm.
So it's a way to kill time during the day. And it is fun to go to the games.
Yeah.
I mean, watching it on TV is like watching paint dry, but
yeah, I would. Yeah.
Oh, Mike's got a good point.
I think it'd be fun, like to get a big group and go.
Yeah, do like a big family sort of thing there.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, to Candy's point with the kids, it's one more thing to do with the kids in Vegas.
Family friendly thing. That's also true, and it's not like awful either, right? Like you can still have a beer at a baseball game. So I Mike, that's a good question there.
Just need slots in the hallway.
Right, that'd pay for it all.
Might.
$5
Do we
tickets.
know if Allegiant Stadium has any slots?
I don't think it does. I think it's pretty strict.
Is there like a rule against it because you're in a sports venue?
The NFL's probably pretty strict about that. I wouldn't be surprised.
It'd be so cool.
Yeah.
You could lose your money twice as fast because you could bet on the game and play slot.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
come back to Mandalay.
Great combo. Drunk.
So, I wouldn't go to the stadium still. At least not unless the Giants were playing. Maybe the Broncos, but unless the Giants were playing, I probably wouldn't go to the stadium.
Yeah. So it's a little bit more reasonably priced too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
the thing about baseball too, is like you could get cheap baseball tickets. The Raiders play at home, 8 times a year?
Right.
Maybe 9 with the new 17 game. I mean, so tickets are, you're playing 81 games in Las Vegas, you're bound to have, slower times, cheaper
exactly.
seats,
and you'll hit it on a weekday every once in a while. You'll get a weekday game too.
Exactly.
So, right. You'll be fine. Especially if your team comes in on a weekday, it's going to be super cheap. You'll have a great time. You wander your drunk ass back to the Trop or back to the MGM Grand or whatever.
Yeah.
You have a good time.
Or the brand new hotel that MGM is building. I mean,
right. Brand new one or the brand new one that Dream is building. So
exactly. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. If the tickets were cheap, I think I'd definitely go. I wouldn't get like crazy seats or anything like that, unless I got them comped. If I got them comped, like, I guess, would you ask your concierge for that? Like, hey, I've got some express comps over here. Y'all want to buy me some tickets to the A's game?
See, that would be a thing, You could express, and if you were able to use them, if they were somehow affiliated, like through them,
My Vegas reward. That's it. So when they finish that thing, it's got to be a My Vegas reward.
Yeah.
But I guess the real question is, since the Trop is owned by Bally's, and if they're going to be affiliated with Bally's, would Play Studios want to give them any play? I mean, obviously, we got the Knights, they'll play at T-Mobile. That's affiliated with Mark MGM. That's affiliated with MGM. That's affiliated with, M Life, so on and so forth. That brings it back to Play Studios. So it's cyclical there. But
they did it with Station, though. They did it. Remember when they had Red Rock and Green Valley rewards?
They did.
Kind of partnered up with them for a little bit.
They did for a while. I think they had to stop it because of some non-compete clause in their contract with with MGM, something ridiculous like that. But because
that was good while it lasted. It was good while it lasted.
Yeah. Ronnie's got another good point. So Mike earlier had said that he was pretty sure that that particular land here in the rendering was owned by MGM and not Trop or Bally's yet. But Ronnie's got a good point, too, that MGM was thinking about selling the festival grounds, and that's actually pretty close there. So that, that might be part of the land they're trying to sell. Who knows?
True.
So that's something to think on.
That's true.
Hadn't thought about that. And Neil likes the idea. He likes the idea of having a stadium in there, clearly. So that's a good idea.
So Leafs, Golden Knights, that's cool.
Yeah.
I would love to go to a Golden Knights game.
Yeah, that'd be pretty fun.
It'd be fun.
All right. It'd be nice to get those My Vegas rewards back for a Golden Knights game.
And our buddy Andy is going next Sunday night.
Oh, Hamdy's got some tickets,
Sunday.
Hamby's going Sunday
That'll
night
be
with
fun.
Simone. He's stoked, man. So
Nice.
excited.
He's gonna have to have
Happy
2 beers.
holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just call off Monday and stay one more day.
Sounds legit. So are there any bad ideas about this? Like, I guess, is there any reason that they really ought not have one of these things here? That's a question.
Not based on the success of the Golden Knights and the Raiders, if that's what we're talking about here. I mean, why not? Why not a baseball stadium? It's work with hockey and it's work with football.
True.
You know, I mean, you know.
And if
Because
you
why
look
not?
at how well the new sports venues have done versus the new casinos,
Right.
and the
That's true.
sports are
Yeah, that's
clearly
probably where the
winning.
money is. Definitely where the money is there.
It seems like every time a new resort opens, it doesn't matter how well they do or like how well put together it is. People are always disappointed.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
always kind of a flaw. I think I'm wondering if it's a cultural thing at this point, because I've noticed every single one of the new properties that we've been to, you know, the table games are always like up here, you know, as far as pricing goes. There's never,
Oh yeah.
there's never a table below
Really?
$25, which, you know, I guess in relative terms isn't horribly expensive. But if you're just looking to go recreationally, especially if you're, you know, trying to do the budget thing, then yeah, $25 a hand, that's not gonna take you very far. That's like, you know, 8 hands at best. You know, you take $200 on there if you lose every single hand, which it'll happen on a bad streak right there. Well, you know, you get 10 minutes of entertainment out of it. I've never paid for 10 minutes of anything. You know, I've never paid $200 every 10 minutes, right? That's $1,200 an hour. There's nothing I can think of that I'd pay $1,200 an hour for, unless it's maybe a date with
In
Natalie
Vegas,
Portman.
maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
You
Right?
know, if you had a little, you know, disposable income, you were in Vegas and you were, you know, if you were single ace.
All right, there you go. It had the disposable. You know, honestly, I'm not going to lie about that. That would take the fun out of it for me. Honestly,
That's true.
There's no sport in that. It's like I was talking about with the My Vegas. You know, it's automated to a certain point. It takes the sport out of it. If you know, adding money to the equation takes the sport out of it.
True.
No sense in, you know, pay-per-view is just not fun. You got to channel surf and find something you like. You know what I'm saying?
Channel surf.
You got to channel surf a little bit. I don't know. That's
There
just
you
me.
go.
That's just me. I'm sure it works for some guys. Not my style though. Feels lazy. Although I'm sure there's going to be quite a bit of that at the A's stadium too. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Wonder if there's any of that going on at the Raiders stadium. I don't know.
There probably is. Who knows?
That's got to be expensive too. I mean, it's $400 just to tailgate there. I'm sure, you know, just to show up and say, I'll come to the tailgating party. That's another $800 an hour.
Isn't
Well,
that
the thing
crazy?
is, like, you don't really need to tailgate in Vegas because it's Vegas that's right there.
Right. I know.
It's one big tailgate. You know?
Right. Exactly.
Pre-game
It's one
Vegas
gigantic tailgate. Yeah.
for the game.
Yeah, just go next door to Public House, and then it's like you get a $20 off coupon from My Vegas. Hey, $20 for wings and you know, beers and all that. It's a good time.
Or you do what Mark Pennies for Vegas did. You get the My Vegas reward where you're
Yeah,
in
and
a
then
beer
just
garden
drink it
and,
all.
and you get to drink for 4 hours and eat.
And he sure
And,
as
you know,
hell
they
did.
show the game. Yeah, they show the games up on the screen. So I mean, you know,
he was cooking with fire right there. You know, we
Yeah,
make
he
jokes about
was.
pennies, but you know what? He has the best time for the least money.
damn right.
Period.
Damn frugal.
100%.
Got to respect that.
He does
Hey,
Vegas
Jorge,
really
appreciate it,
well
buddy.
for somebody that's that frugal.
Oh, here you go. 702. The Vegas
702,
area
exactly.
code. The area
Shout
code.
outs to Jorge. Appreciate the super chat, buddy.
That's cool. Side trip to Disneyland. Nice.
There you go.
That's probably more expensive than the whole Vegas trip.
Oh, I believe that. Yeah, I was looking at a Vegas family vacation, and I'm just like, ooh, good lord, that's gonna be pricey there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna call Danny 702, see if she can hook us up with the you know, with the
There you
locals tickets. Also,
There
I'm
you
saying
go.
also I have to meet Danny 702 first before
Oh
I
yeah.
can call
That's
her
probably
up.
a good thing.
Yeah, one of those little things, the logistics, right? I don't think I have the clout to do that.
He's just gonna show up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Ace of Vegas.
Right?
Like,
I mean, you are at almost 11,000 subscribers.
Yeah, we're getting there, one step at a time. One step at a time. Remember when I started? I think we barely scraped 300. And I had no idea what to do with myself, and here we are. It's pretty insane.
11,000 later, almost 11,000.
Yeah,
Well, you put in the work, Ace. So.
Mhm.
I did my best. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what else can be really said about the A stadium over here. I mean, I'm looking at this rendering over here. I think they can fit in a parking lot. So let's see. Hang on, Jorge. I got to turn off the.
Is there a projected date?
I didn't see one because I don't think the deal is official yet.
Okay.
So maybe they're still considering it. Yeah, and also this thing's gonna set him back $1 billion. So it's gonna take a little while to
$1 billion stadium.
Yeah, I think that's what the projection was. Dave Cavill? What's his last name? I don't know. Kaval. Cavill. Yeah. So anyway, he's been back and forth there, and he's been looking at it, but it looks like his budget's about $1 billion.
The stadium looks like the Rams Charger Stadium out here, SoFi. That looks kind of like the same concept. It's built like slimmer.
Right.
It's kind of built like that. And that stadium is crazy. It's got the retractable roof. Like that looks like it has a retractable roof. If you look at the top,
it does.
Yeah,
it looks like it slides down. Yeah. So
let's see. Do you think the A's would be willing to spend more money on expensive players if they move to Vegas? They are frugal like pennies. Yes. It depends. If Phil Ruffin gets involved, then they're not paying. They're not getting $1 out of him. No way.
Yeah.
Do I rip on Phil Ruffin too much? I feel like I do, and I don't care.
This is the Phil Ruffin podcast.
The hashtag Phil Ruffin is trash podcast.
Phil Ruffin isn't ever in here unless Martin D changes his name to Phil Ruffin.
Exactly.
Martin D had a good question.
Oh, what's Martin D's question? How many restrooms? Asking for a friend. That's a good question, Martin. Well, it's supposed to support up to 35,000 people, maybe. So I assume, because that's about what Allegiant's covering or T-Mobile's covering. So I'm assuming it's about equidistant. I'm assuming that. So whatever that means. I think I've successfully BS'd my way out of that question.
How many restrooms?
Add a tax to the hotel rooms to pay for it. Yeah, we'll probably end up paying for it.
There aren't any of those.
Right.
We need more taxes on our room.
Oh, 35,000 is small for an MLB park. How big
that actually is, yeah.
Let me see how big Coors Field is.
It's like the mini Target of stadiums.
Yeah, because I was going to say Coors Field, because it's in a pretty relatively enclosed space here downtown in Denver, and that covers about 50,000.
Yeah, I was going to say it probably goes to 60 probably.
Yeah, I feel like Coors Field's pretty small.
Yeah. I was going to say, well, I mean, even Fenway is pretty small, too. I think that's only about 35,000
Fenway
itself.
Is awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, but it's small. Not like Yankee Stadium. Yankee Stadium, that was like 125,000 people or something like that. I think the old one was. The new one's closer to 55, but yeah, the old one was ridiculous.
Yeah, Coors is 50,000.
Yeah.
Fenway's only 37,000. Yeah, it's definitely a smaller stadium.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Wrigley's 41.
Oh, that's not too bad. No. Okay. So I guess that's about the right size then. That's about the right size, I'd say. All right, guys. Well, any final thoughts on this before we jump over to the dream? This is what I really wanted to talk about. And Christina brought this up in actually group chat too. So
the dream.
So we can jump over to that. The Dream Hotel. The Dream Las Vegas. This is our dream. We dream of this.
Right by the airport.
Right by the airport. That was really... It's a weird thing. So for those of you guys that don't know, the Dream Hotel, Las Vegas, it's a brand. It's a known national hotel brand. They're planning an approximately $500 million project. It's going to encompass about 500 rooms on the south side of the Las Vegas Strip, and it's supposed to be just some basic, small, modern resort, and that's about it. So I guess we'll discuss now.
Do we know who's supposed to own this?
Well, from what I understand,
it might be part of.
I think they did actually have it out here in the, let me see, law firm of Camphor, blah, 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 blah. I think it's actually just owned by Dream. Like they're their own brand.
Oh, okay.
So, because they have other dreams. They have other dream
hotels.
Hotels.
There's other dreams around. Yeah, like I think like New York, Philly, someplace like that. They
Yeah.
have different hotels. Miami, I think.
Yeah, Nashville has one. Hollywood's got one too.
Yeah.
So no, I guess it's just it's just going to be their thing. So it's not going to be a partnership with Marriott or Hilton or anyone like that this time, which is kind of a surprise given the last couple hotel casinos that have popped up. Actually, come to think of it, is this going to have a casino in it even?
That's what I was just thinking. It from the article that I read, it doesn't seem like it's going to. So
Right.
Which is like weird. Like, I mean, is it just for more? I mean, it seems to me being so close to the airport, just maybe passenger or people that want to fly in, going somewhere that want to stay close to the airport.
Right.
Just kind of out of convenience, a nice, like you said, modern little boutique, like, I don't know. I wouldn't stay there.
Right. What did Martin's? Oh no, Martin's trying to get me canceled too.
The wet dream.
Will you be managing that bar?
That sounds like a bar Martin would work at.
Yeah. He's the restroom attendant.
Yeah. Oh, Fallout fan doesn't like this over here. He's saying the dream will fail because it's literally the worst location in Las Vegas to put a hotel. Let's talk about the location a little bit. Hold up. I actually pulled the address on this thing. They don't have the address, but based on some contextual clues, I've located it. So, Christine, when you were talking about it, you said right next to the Pinball Hall of Fame. I'm like, okay, is it going to be north, south, east, or west of there? And then I'd read the airport, and then the article had said the Harley Davidson store. But, there are like 9 of those in Las Vegas. So based on those contextual clues, I have narrowed it down, and here's my conspiracy theory map to right here. Notice the professional labeling.
I like it.
That's the Pinball Hall of Fame, right?
Yep, Pinball Hall of Fame here. And then you got the Eagle Rider rentals. And then right behind it is a chain link fence that separates this area from the airport. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's Pinball right there?
Now that was an issue that I read. The article that I read that they had to make, if they're going to build this thing, there has to be certain concessions made based on like where like the back wall is and such like that, like sight lines to the airport, because there was concern about like vendors, people, like if everything was like brought in through like if it is built here, if stuff's brought in through like the back of the place, that they were worried about people throwing stuff over the fence, possibly hijacking stuff, driving it through the fence onto the airport, stuff like that. So there was a lot of like security concerns about when they were like rendering this place, I guess. So
yeah, definitely.
Which makes sense, because if it's, because where you have it, that's right up against like where they fly that's right there, right?
Oh yeah, it's right on top of it, really. The Gray's the airport behind it. There's a runway over there, a couple of runways actually, and taxiways right back there. So
how far is Mandalay Bay from that spot?
All right, so Mandalay Bay
over there,
across the street north.
Yeah, so it's a block across, block up.
Yeah.
So the Dream would be the farthest south on the strip. It's right north of the fabulous Las Vegas sign.
Yeah, it's closer to the sign. Yeah.
So that's where that ends up. But yeah, looking at this, I've got so many questions on the logistics of this. Like, I guess I'll show the picture of it again. So it looks pretty. It looks open. There's a lot of windows over here. And I immediately, and then you can see the motorcycle rental place right next to it over there too. So I'm pretty sure it's like, and then you can see Mandalay Bay a little bit in the background, in the center left over there. You can see the tower. So you got a good idea where it's going to be, but I immediately think this is going to be like awful, and I'll tell you why. So consider that there are 3 sounds I know to expect in Vegas. I know to expect casino noise from my room, right? I know to expect, some party noise like music and things like that. I can deal with that. And I expect on occasion to hear my neighbor's TV, if you know what I mean. Also something I can live with. Also,
can I add number 4, Ace?
Yeah.
Can I add number 4?
Oh, add number 4.
the sounds of Vegas to me, like when I step out onto, like if I'm in somebody's Cosmo room, all you hear is sirens and ambulances, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's the sound of Vegas for me.
That's the sound
Yeah.
of Vegas. We're
That's
ready
the
for that.
vibe right there.
Yeah.
Cabs honking, ambulances wailing.
Yep,
You know?
street noise.
Ambulance more so.
It's
cops.
it's crazy, yeah.
Right.
You know?
But here's the thing. I don't think I could sleep through a 737 popping in and out all night long. Like, I don't think I could do it. And it's going to be right behind it's going to be right in front of the damn airport.
Well,
Like,
it looks like they want to put the pool deck facing backwards.
which sounds awful.
Who wants to lay at the pool and listen to planes land and take
Right?
off?
Yeah,
Like, can you imagine you're trying to sit
Yeah.
there with your book?
You'd have to yell to order your drink.
All right. Can I have another milk stout?
Yeah. Yes,
No, I'm
Mr.
not
Real
asking
Vegas.
what you're about. Like, God, though. Like, so, I mean, that just seems like it'd be terrible.
That is an
And
odd
also-
place.
Oh, no, here's what makes it worse, though. And first off, just for the record, we love firefighters here. All the love to the first responders, 100%. There's no questions about that. But nope, that's the wrong one.
The lady's trying to get sanitizer.
There
She
you
doesn't
go.
know it's that nasty kind that smells like tequila.
Oh yeah. I mean, I like
That
the
never
smell of
dries.
tequila though. I like the smell of tequila though. Don't judge the tequila. So yeah, this is a nightmare over here. Just looking at this, Clark County Fire Station is right there, so right across from the thing, and that's the only way up the boulevard, the only way going up north. So that's going out there, and to make it even worse, Metro is right across.
Yeah, the Metro's right there, yeah.
That's the only way south too. So it's going to be Metro going south, Clark County 11 going north, and that's just going to be, oh my God. I mean, I guess on the bright side, if you're feeling froggy, you can run across the runway, and that'll be a quick way to get to the hotel. You won't need a taxi or whatever, but
Jump the fence.
It's gonna be Penny's new trick.
there you go, right?
Yep.
Hey guys, Penny's here. If you want to save some money,
I avoided an Uber, but I caught a felony.
right? All I had to do was parachute from my plane straight onto the hotel roof, right?
He's like, I used my Budweiser parachute
Yeah. Made it to
that
the
I
pool.
got with points from my bottles.
Yep.
It is a felony, but I'm not an American citizen, so
Pennies
that's
is
not
in
my
there.
problem.
Wait for him to pop
Oh,
up.
where is Mark? There he is.
I know, he's here.
You did have a good question about the Atari Hotel.
Oh, that is a good question, actually. I'm not sure if Atari. I keep hearing things about it. Like it's the same article though, so I'm assuming nothing has changed. I think it's just in the planning phase, and it's a neat
Sounds
idea.
good in concept, but maybe execution on the Atari Hotel. I don't know.
Definitely. Weren't they threatening to put that on downtown or something like that?
Yeah, it's gonna be like, it's not on the strip. It's like slightly off strip. I think.
Is it like themed like the game system?
Oh yeah. No, it's a big
Like,
old
do you have
Atari
to
A.
fight
It's nuts.
King Kong to get to your room?
That's a good question. I wouldn't put it past them.
That'd be cool.
Here, let me
be
pull it
down
up
with
for
that.
you. I'll share
Have like a
the-
retro Atari arcade in there where you could play like pinball or the Pitfall and like Dig Dug and
Oh, that'd be sick.
know.
I'd love that. There we go. Oh, there we go. Maybe a tunnel from the hotel to Terminal 1. Actually, that would work, Ronnie. I'm not gonna lie.
there you go.
That would work.
Oh,
I
yeah,
wonder
like
if
a Elon Musk, where you at?
There you go. He needs to get on that. Here we go.
Yeah.
All right. Here, let me go ahead and take the banner away for just a second. There it is. Okay, here's the Atari Hotel, theoretically.
Ooh, that one was cool.
Ooh.
Right. So I guess there's one in Arizona too, or whatever. But that's the theory behind it. So
That's flashy.
I guess he would have to play Galaga or something like that.
Oh, that's my all-time favorite game.
Yeah, so all good though. All good. Get your Jaguar going there. No Cougars at that hotel, only Jaguars.
Only Jaguars.
Yep. So,
I'd stay at that hotel.
yeah, that actually looks pretty dope. I'm down with that, even if it didn't have a casino. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Does Dream have a casino? That's another question.
I don't think it does. Why stay there? I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm thinking on it. I mean, Christina, like you can think of other, like what hotels would you stay at that don't have a casino?
Vidara.
Because it's
Alara.
attached to the casino, right? Alara, because it's attached to
100%.
Planet Hollywood.
Yeah, they both have a casino you can walk for 5
they're-
minutes
You
to
can
get to.
easily get to. I mean, I guess you could play at Mandalay if you're staying at the Dream, but if you do, why not just stay at Delano if you don't want a casino in your hotel?
Yeah,
Yeah.
or just stay at Mandalay.
Or just stay
And
at
honestly,
Mandalay, right?
like
Yeah.
we just stayed there, and the casino's not
Yep.
that great.
Yeah,
It's pretty, but it's lacking a lot of machines.
right.
But all of those other ones, it's like Vidara at the Aria, Delano's
Area.
at Mandalay Bay.
Right,
like,
the area.
They're all like associated with somebody. But
Right.
if you have a standalone casino that has, or a standalone hotel that's not affiliated with anyone that has no casino, I mean,
I mean, it's Waldorf Astoria, basically. Only it's not close to
Yeah.
Aria.
But at least Waldorf, you could walk right out the front door, make a left, and get into area.
Right.
There, I said it right, Christine.
Ron's thinking the Trump. See, the Trump I probably wouldn't go to. If I'm up that far north, I'm going to Wynn or I'm going to Resorts World.
Yeah.
That's it. I forget
true.
that the Trump exists because it doesn't have a casino.
Yeah.
And that's Mr. President's fault because he should have put a casino in there. He's like, oh yeah, we could have one. We could totally have one.
I think
we
it's
got a
because
license.
Hilton owns it, and I think it's because it's mostly a Hilton Grand Vacations property.
Right, but
Yeah.
Hilton's got
Or it's
they
like
got
a
other
partial,
things on-
right?
Yeah, right. Because Hilton was Tropicana for a long time too, and they had a casino in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, Resorts World's Hilton as well. So
Oh, that's true.
yeah, it's more of a partnership, I think. But yeah, I don't think that's stopping them necessarily. It is stopping him probably Phil Ruffin because he owns half the Trump and he is also trash. So there you go. Phil Ruffin is the problem. Phil Ruffin is the problem, guys. I can always tie it back.
It all comes back. It's like 6 degrees to Phil Ruffin.
There you go. It's 10 minutes of talking about new developments in Las Vegas and 50 minutes of ace bashing on Phil Ruffin. That's what these podcasts are.
True.
That's all it is.
Phil Ruffin Trash Podcast.
And the occasional booper.
Yep, there it is. Neil is thinking that it's a deal breaker not to have the casino.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean,
Patrick saying hashtag area confirmed.
Area.
Confirmed.
That's true.
Area.
That's an excellent point, BB.
Yep, we believe that.
Yep. PB is very wise.
Yep. PB and Jams, that's his podcast that he hasn't started yet that he needs to.
He needs to.
I was just asking BJ about that.
I mean, he could have me co-host every once in a while. PB and J. I mean, come on, it's a perfect fit for me. Damn it.
Right? That's perfect. Actually, that's really great
You're
marketing.
gonna be on all the podcasts soon.
Right?
Patrick's making his bacon right now.
You're gonna pop out in between G and T on behind.
On the she's Hey guys, I was
He's gonna be
Yeah,
like,
snow-
you never know.
I'm
We'll
gonna be
show
on
up.
snow cam. I'm gonna be on snow cam.
Can you imagine getting
Right.
keynote in your own bedroom?
Oh my gosh.
That's
We did
basically
check
what was
your
just
room
described.
thoroughly at Mandalay
Yeah.
Bay.
We've ended up in people's bedrooms before. Eh?
Right.
Happened.
This is true.
Touche.
Sleepover party.
Yes.
There we go.
He's busy with bacon. Yeah. See, PB.
All
said
right,
it,
bacon
yeah.
over podcast for sure.
That's right.
Can't say I blame him.
Don't talk about
Oh
Is he
man.
bringing his
Bacon.
bacon out to Vegas next week?
Yeah.
Always. That's why the ladies are coming.
Can you bring your bacon? Yeah. We don't see PB's bacon.
I don't do that. I just want to know if the physical person is coming.
PB is always out there. Oh, Daniel. No, they got rooms on the My Vegas app. It won't be for the Dream, but they got them still. I'll make a short about it. I got you, bud. I got you. Don't worry.
Ace always got something in the can.
Yeah. I got
Coming soon.
screenshots. Yep,
There you
always. Let's see here.
He
But
makes
yeah,
them ahead of time. He waits for somebody to ask, and then he's like, "Oh, I got you."
I
That's
wish
already
that was, I wish that was a joke, but it's true.
I
Yeah,
know it's true.
I know.
Didn't
No,
Andy have a
actually,
question a couple weeks ago, and you're like, "Yeah, I've got that already made."
Yeah.
Yeah.
he drops It drops Wednesday at 4 p.m. my
On
time.
top
Don't worry
of
about it.
stuff.
I got you.
Right. I do
I was
that.
always wondering how you do all of this at work and do all this.
I just
You
don't sleep.
multitask.
I don't sleep.
You
I'm
multitask.
editing a video right now off screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because my editing rig's over here. This is my streaming rig. This is my editing rig.
Yeah. So you think every time he brings it full screen on that rendering, he turns the other way and he's editing right quick as he's talking.
I used to teach my 13-year-old about computers.
If he wants to study. If he wants to study.
Oh my goodness.
Mike, when's the next Vegas trip?
That's a great question.
That's an excellent question. Next planned Vegas trip for Ace of Vegas is Zorkfest. Zorkfest is December 17th through the 19th.
Next planned trip.
That's the planned trip,
huh? Did I hear a planned trip? Planned?
You know,
Okay.
I'm just saying, you know, the don't forget to back me on Patreon for those unplanned trips. No, I'm kidding. You don't have, you don't have to do that.
Ace's
I appreciate it.
trip is the next coming up Thursday.
Ours is
4 days.
4 days. Oh my God, you're going in 4 days, Christina?
I am. Oh my God, we should hang out.
Yeah, we
We
should.
should hang out.
Yeah, we should hang out with each other and put something
We
together.
should do backpack release.
There you
Yes.
There you go. Seeking
You got the
Kino
holiday one.
sunrise confirmed.
go. Yeah.
That's right. I think we're gonna have a good time.
Yeah,
Seeking good times there, Ace.
indeed. Seeking good times.
Sword
Sunrise.
fest.
Right. Confirmed Swordfest. Probably. I think Bridger's going to be there, so you know. And so will Julian. So yeah.
Sword fest.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's confirmed. Neil's coming back in May, so we'll have to see you there.
There you go. May 2022.
Yeah. Raheem.
December.
December.
Christmas trip. There you go.
trip.
There
Nice.
you go.
All right. Pennies. Oh, does my VIP status on my Vegas affect your seeing room rewards? No, that actually doesn't. The my VIP has very little bearing on the gameplay itself and the rewards. It's really more for the free chips that you earn. So that's all it really does. It offers the bonus there and a couple other small little quality of life things. But it doesn't affect your rewards. That's actually controlled by location mostly. And a couple other factors. Yeah. And purchase too.
A little bit of purchase action, yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's it's also on the list there. So, Pat's gonna be there the 17th too.
Oh, there
And
you go.
Mike's gonna be there the 15th through the
Oh, there
19th,
you
which
go.
includes the 17th. So, boys, if you're on the strip,
you
hit
go.
me up. I got beer. That doesn't sound terrible at all. That was for
Have you
other
ever
grown
met Pat,
men.
Ace? Have you
Pat
ever met
Ang, I have not. I met Pat. I mean, obviously, I
We
met
met
Pat.
No.
Better.
Pat 75.
Yeah, I have not met Pat 75 in person yet. Or wait, have I?
Quality
No, I don't think I
dude,
have.
quality guy. We met him at Granny Fest, Ace.
Hmm.
He was looking for you.
Yeah, that was the one I missed. That was the one I missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the family
He
emergency.
may
at that
actually
time.
be, or you may be his favorite channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do all right. You guys are a lot cooler.
No, I think he actually did say that.
Oh,
Yep.
I was
He
hoping
said,
he'd be
he
there.
said, "Where's Ace?"
yeah,
We're like, "Well, he's hiding out somewhere.
yeah, a little bit. Had to take a little hiatus at that time, but
He'll be
we
making his
did.
triumphant return." Well,
Yeah.
there you go. There you go. You can make it up to Pat, December
Mhm.
17th.
Pat,
What's up,
I will
Kevin?
be there. I will be there. I'll be on
What's up?
stream. Come get me, man. I will be there.
Yep. Vegas Visual
Is
in the
this
house.
a single trip for you?
Yeah,
Just you, right?
yeah, it's just gonna be me this time. Wonder Woman couldn't get the time off. One of her
The
coworkers.
holidays.
Yeah, the holiday. We have some in her partner in the room. She's actually going to be off that weekend too. So
Oh.
Wonder Woman has to stay and work it all.
Okay.
She has to
Yeah,
pick up the slack,
she got to take care of it all. So I'm Amazon.
much like she does in the Vegas household. Picks up all the
Exactly
slack,
right.
yeah.
Well, 'cause, someone's got to be the adult here. Someone's got to be
Yeah.
competent.
Mhm.
Ace, you reminded me of my children. With the whole computer, I mean, just like the whole gaming thing, just like
Right. No, we're on top of everything else. We can handle this. The practical stuff, not so good at. Something technical,
Yeah.
flawless.
So you're good, right?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I can wash a dish. I know how to wash a dish. The wine glass. I know how to wash that.
Yeah, but there's a dishwasher too, so that's good.
Yeah, but I know how to do it though.
He knows how to press start.
Exactly. So it's going to be 2 Tropicana fields in MLB, Tampa already has a Tropicana. Oh yeah, I
That's
guess
funny.
so. I guess
That's
so.
funny.
I mean, whatever they're gonna name it. Do you think they're gonna name it that? If Trop decides
know.
to back him on this.
It'd be interesting to see. I guess it would go to the highest bidder, right?
Right.
You know, it might be Phil Ruff and Field. You never know.
Nope. No, it will not.
Vegas
Vegas
field.
will like
Yeah,
never
that'd be
go
nice.
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bid $1 on it. $1
You
on
did
Ace of Vegas
start
Field.
as an MLB channel.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There you go.
It was Team MLB presents
The
for
show.
quite some time.
Yep, MLB
So you
present.
it could be Space of Vegas Field. It looks like a spaceship.
True.
MLB,
True.
it's
True.
Vegas.
Right.
It all adds up.
Yeah.
Is that why we're doing this topic? Are you trying to tell us something?
Yeah, you know, I had to let you guys know. I had to let you guys know that that's what we were doing. I thought it was a reasonable thing to do.
Totally.
Yeah. You know, and because where else are you guys gonna? What's my camera doing? Every time with the camera.
See, now we have a new venue for all of our meetups.
Right. That'll be Granny
Right,
Fest
Space of Vegas.
2022.
stadium.
The Space of
Yeah.
Vegas Field. Confirmed.
It's gonna get that big.
Yeah, 35,000. All good. That'll be every subscriber from everybody that we know, and then
Yeah.
some. We got to get the
And
Brits
there's a
back
lot
for
of
that.
them.
Well, if we can't fit into T-Mobile Stadium, then
Right. I mean, there's got to be a My Vegas reward for it too. I think I'm going to put in for that. See if Play Studios wants to sponsor that. They won't, but it'd be nice if they did.
You can always try.
That's nice, Martin. Like
Oh, Martin always has a
Martin's
date.
making friends.
Right. Good old Rosie. Enjoy, Martin.
I can't read the chat. I'm too blind.
Better Rosie than a stranger, right?
Yeah, definitely.
That's
Rosie's safe. I mean, at least know what Rosie's got what she's holding there.
Rosie Palm. Old Martin.
Ace gets to go on solo trips. Why not me? That's a very good question, Penny.
I
Now,
answered
wait a
that
second.
question actually.
That is lies.
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 It's probably
Penny's
because
lies so hard in there.
the mayor has outlawed that.
Yeah, right.
No, but we
Yeah,
also
right.
established it's not considered a solo trip if his Vegas friends are there.
This is
And
true.
we're always there.
We
We are always
established
there.
that, and then Liz overruled all of us,
Mhm.
and he probably slapped Penny's upside the head and said, "Look, baby."
I think sometimes she'll get sick of him and she'll be like, "Never mind, you can go on that sort of solo trip."
That's true.
Boy,
We
It's
Boys
a
need
big
trip
trip.
hashtag
confirmed.
more Liz in Vegas though.
True.
She's
I
hilarious.
know.
Mark.
She was
Her
Bring
birthday
Liz.
videos.
I,
They don't know I'm in the bathroom.
She's chugging all day.
We love Liz.
Liz is amazing.
that's funny.
Zorkfest 101 Inc. It's the 17th through the 19th. I've only got like one ticket though to one event, so it's all good.
Are they pretty?
Oh, that's cool.
Are they decent price for the?
The
Which
whole
one are you
event
going
is.
to, Ace?
I'm gonna go to the podcast potluck over there, so that was only about $30. That wasn't too
Nice.
bad.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good price.
Yeah, everything else is a little pricier, and I've
Yeah.
got such a
Yeah.
constrained amount of time there too. So I figured,
That's true.
yeah,
she
Thomas coming through for us. There we go.
thinks I'm
She
hot.
thinks I'm hot.
hmm
Hot.
We need
What up,
t-shirts
TVP?
that say
What's
that.
up, Tim? PvP
Hey
up in here.
Tim, how are you?
TVP, what's your idea? What do you think of the Dream Hotel? We want to get your opinion on the Dream, the one that's going to get built right next to the Pinball Hall of Fame, and right next to the airport, and right next to and also it's the Harley Davidson dealership. How are you going to sleep when people
Show
are
him
buying
your-
Harleys?
Show him your rendering, Ace. Let's see
Yeah,
what
my
Tim thinks about
rendering.
your rendering.
Okay, so
Yeah,
here's
hold on.
here's the official render. Now this is the
This is the
official rendering. Now here's my high quality rendering that I've put together.
There you go.
Much better, I think.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
I
See
like
that,
it.
that X over there, that's the tower from the top on a two-dimensional plane. So it's going to be a giant X probably, and then the writing over there, that's probably the rest of the tower or something. I don't know yet, but it's totally going to be like that, guys.
Yeah. The X is where the TVP helicopter lands when
Exactly.
he gets to town. Right there.
Confirmed, right? I mean, it's right next to the airport.
Oh, there you
He
go.
does like to come in for like 4 hours at a time, so that might be the
Yeah.
perfect hotel for him.
Right?
Yep.
Actually, that might
You
work.
can get off the plane, walk to the hotel,
Yeah.
just jump the fence.
There you go. Right.
He'd be gone. Do a
Easy
room
fix.
review.
And then get
Boom.
back on the
Vibe,
Right
plane.
back on the plane.
All in a day's work.
Yeah, you got a layover over there. You go into the dream. That's what it is.
Yeah, there you go. That's true. Maybe it'll be popular with like the pilots and the flight attendants. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I can see that.
when they have their layovers. You know.
Yeah, because it's a
bad
small
that-
property. It's a small property, so I can see that being
Yeah.
a nice
Is it
spot.
bad that when we talk about it saying dream, it reminds me of that band, that girl band that only did one. I think they only did one band.
Dream?
Yeah, Dream.
Was that a girl band?
Oh yes.
Ladies in the chat? Is anybody
Never heard of
Girl
them, actually.
band, and I think exactly.
Wait, Martin D.
Martin
You know
D.
about
Have
Dream?
you heard about the Dream? I have it on my phone. I loved one of their songs, and they were a one hit wonder. And every time we talk about Dream, that's what I think about.
Well, hopefully this hotel's not a one-hit wonder,
Right.
like the Lucky Dragon.
You know, TVP's got a great endorsement. If the dream becomes reality, it could be pretty cool. That's a TVP endorsement if
go.
I've ever read one.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, we trust him.
Mm,
We need to meet up with Tim soon.
right.
Tim's always there. You just got to catch him.
I
Right.
know, we always go on opposite, what I've noticed.
Opposite weekends, right?
Yes.
So I never go on weekends, so I miss them a lot more often. So, but I miss everybody
We
because
always-
I'm always going during the
We
week.
always look for Tim in the club, but we never see him. I don't know what's up.
Well, no, he's on the VIP floor. It's a whole separate floor.
It's
Yeah,
the
it's true.
VIP,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
He's beyond the rope. You know.
Does any strip resort exist in 100 years? Flamingo, that's it.
No.
Maybe Caesar's Palace,
The
Maybe
cockroaches
Caesar.
will be running the place.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, aren't they already?
Yes. Yes, they are.
Yep. So yeah, you can't kill a cockroach and you can't kill the
think that-
flamingo.
Christina, I think that truly, really messed with your mind. You're never gonna go step back into that place again.
I'm not
The old
going to a
cockroaches.
restaurant there. That's for sure.
Right.
You're like that.
I lost a good sweater there.
Let's see. Well, Jerry, let us know when you're flying out. Let me and the missus know because we're always up for a summer trip
June or
there.
July.
Yeah, as
We're
long as we're
always
by
there.
the
We're
pool
always
because
there every month.
We don't know.
because
Well,
Wonder
we
Woman
know
will
we're
not
going
go out
every
without the
month
pool.
till March.
Yeah.
We have all those trips booked. Yeah.
Yes, every
We
month
might need a
we have
detox April.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
think
know.
me too.
break on April.
Yeah, Dan, I love
April
fantasy.
is for vegetables and sleep.
Indeed.
There you go.
Right? We need a break from this wedding planning.
Never
Right.
heard of Dream, but I've heard of Fantasy. They're amazing. Not just a band.
I mean,
Dan's got a point.
Yeah.
Dan's always right.
Just Google it. It was my high school years.
Kia Bell's got it.
Yep. So 2000. See, I knew somebody in the chat would know.
See? Yeah, we good.
Mhm.
Phil Ruffin's great grandkids will open a new hotel on the strip. And Phil Ruffin's grandkids ain't got no money. He's not going to give him any.
Hey, sounds like Don Laughlin's grandkids.
His great grandkids. That's funny. Yeah.
I think more like his
Ace will be
great,
90.
right? And I'm still going to be
And he'll
angry
still
at
be
him.
like, Phil Ruffin's grandkids are trash.
Yes. I mean, I'm sure his grandkids are probably like my
Mini
age.
Ace is going to be doing that podcast.
Yep.
Right? Wouldn't that be great? Would you guys be all right if she took over in like 14 years or whatever? I don't know.
We
There
should
you go.
totally have her on.
I was thinking on that. I don't think she
Has she
has
been
much
to
of a.
Vegas?
She has not actually.
Mm.
I'm pretty anti-kid in Vegas. I am pro-family. I am pro-kids. I'm anti-kid in Vegas. So
we took the kids like twice.
I know, just me.
But
It's just
like-
me.
You could take her and do like a whole vlog on things to do with kids in Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be
there you
good.
go.
That would be an
Solid
option. It'd be an option. It's a thought. I've thought on it before. I figured, like Mandalay would be a good place to take her, or Resorts World would be a good place to take her. Somewhere pretty family friendly where you get a lot of things to do.
Or just
but-
take her and don't vlog anything and
Yeah, just
have a
my-
good.
Yeah.
There you go.
My,
You don't have to worry about it.
My
That's
boss
true.
takes his kids, and
Mm.
they are 16 and 13, I think, or 14.
Well, you got to keep in
Takes
mind.
them all the time.
Yeah, well, Minnie's 8 though. She's like,
yeah, she's
she's
Yeah,
real
she's a
young
little-
for
she's
it.
She's a little. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he takes them all the time, and of course, they stay at the Venetian because that's the shops and everything. And
Right.
mind you, I work with Asian pharmacists, so that's where they shop, and mostly they do shops and eat.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So that they take their kids all the time, but I've done it twice, and I feel like the kids are like, okay, let's go.
Oh, I mean, you boys are older though. The boys are older, and they got a better
They're
idea.
like,
So
yeah, let's play video games inside the
yeah,
room.
like they'll play at the Luxor Arena, or they'll play in the Fun Dungeon, or New York, or whatever. So you know.
I want to take them to the pinball. I want to take them to Area 15.
Yeah.
Put up Penny's comment.
They might have to wait.
Oh, where's Penny's going?
Here's the opposite. And do skits on why not to take
Right.
kids.
Tickets to Vegas, right?
That'd be hilarious.
We absolutely
Her
would.
running into the casino. No, come back.
Right? Like,
Yeah,
sweetie,
tackle her.
that chip is not for you. You can't eat the chip.
Yeah,
you can't have the chip.
yeah.
See, I don't have a problem.
That'd be the
with-
greatest thing.
I don't
Right.
have a problem with having like maybe 10 and up. Because you can find stuff. We took the boys to Circus when they were little.
Right.
did
And
take
you got a
them to the
vendor
Adventure Dome.
station. Yeah.
I mean, we did take him once, and then I think the older they are, but with babies, I think it's harder because you can't, as an adult, say you want a little bit of free time, you don't have that.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And I think that'd be kind of a thing too, because we usually also take Vegas trips for that bit of adult time. You know what I mean? Too,
Exactly.
so
That's why
You want to
do
get
it.
away, yeah.
I think
And
maybe if
kinda
Grandma
feel
and
bad for
Grandpa
this
come,
trip.
right?
I asked my kids like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, "Are you okay that I'm leaving for 4 days?" And both of my kids are like, "I don't care, Mom."
Right.
Are you sure? I'm gonna be texting
When
them
you
and be
tell
like,
them, otherwise they call you and they're like, "Are you in
"They
Vegas?"
don't call
Right.
me."
Look,
I've been in the
look.
car when they called you.
the only trip the kids are looking forward to
It's the wedding trip.
is the wedding trip, and not to see us get married, is to meet Ace of Vegas. That's all they want.
This is true.
He's a
Robert,
legend.
Is this true? You're excited to meet Ace of Vegas? See?
See?
I have no idea why. I don't think I'm that cool.
He's Uncle Ace.
He's Uncle Ace.
Uncle Ace is here. I got you, bro. I got you.
Yeah.
He said he got you, bro. You guys are in our ears,
Yes.
so they can't hear you.
All right, no
You'll
worries.
know Ace at the wedding. He'll be the one who looks like he's getting married.
Right.
He'll be out doing this one right here.
No, that's Nick outdid me at his wedding, thankfully.
He did.
Yeah,
But you
Nick was
looked
looking good.
He looked good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they looked beautiful.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, no, it was a given that Kayleen was going to look stunning, but Nick came through. He was looking smooth, man.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, okay, I'll tell you what, I'll meet him. I told her that I'd
We
marry
like
him.
Nick's color choices. I like this purple, or like the kind of like purplish that he had on.
Yeah, it looked
very
good.
nice, very nice.
Yeah, suited him.
I can't wait to see what our colors look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys got to let me know what the theme is. I want to at least be on the theme.
I'll let you know.
Okay,
I'll
perfect.
let you know.
All right, guys. Well, we're at the top of the hour over here. I guess we should probably wrap up before. Now that Cinnamon's here, we got to wrap up and run.
Now that we have a third topic, whether you should bring your kids to Vegas.
All right.
Cinnamon,
Oh.
your kids are too old. But you still bring them.
Yeah.
Right.
Cinnamon brings her kids and wants to murder them half the time.
I was going to say she
Nick.
brings grown men
Yeah.
to Vegas.
Yeah, and they still probably annoy her.
Right.
Yeah, she's like, no, the first day she gets there, we get a text saying, "Oh
We like
my
her kid."
gosh."
Right. I don't know. I like the
Cinnamon's
boys. I
got cool
have a
kids.
good
I
time
like
with them.
Sin's kids.
We
Yeah,
haven't
no, they're
met
great.
Nick yet, though.
I know. Mike's cool.
Yeah.
Nick seems cool.
Yeah, Nick's been pretty cool.
Anyway.
All right, guys.
Okay.
But yeah, top of the hour. Any final thoughts on this? Let's see, on the Dream Stadium. I know someone asked for the over under before, but it was probably like the $10 a beer thing. So final final thoughts on the Dreams. What do you guys think?
I think they can try it and see if it works.
I mean, we know that when people want to build stuff in Vegas, they're going to build
They're
it.
gonna build
Sometimes it's a hit. Sometimes it's a flop. So,
Right.
I mean, I'm sure they'll have their little niche of visitors, like I said, being close to the airport, it's people that are coming in, conventions,
Right.
just staying really
Convention
close to
crowd
the
coming
airport.
back, yeah.
Like,
Do they have a casino? Did we get that answer?
We don't
They do
think so.
not.
We
They
don't
do not.
No.
They don't?
It looks
Okay.
like.
Well, it's a nice family one.
It'll be a nice,
Yeah.
pilots and flight attendants. It's all that's
Maybe
staying
some
there.
food places.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Actually, a lot of pilots and flight attendants stay at the Sahari.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yes,
We
I
saw
did
that
notice
last
that.
time we
Yes.
stayed there, and they were all
Yes.
leaving.
Yeah.
And we'll be there a lot.
Yeah.
Nice. There you go. Christina, what do you think of it?
I think it's got to be really nice if I'm gonna go because it's kind of a bad
Yeah.
location and there's no casino.
Hmm.
But I mean, it'd be interesting to check out.
Yeah. Yeah, I could say that. Yeah, I mean, for me at this point, if the money's there, the money's there. They're gonna go for it. But it's a small property with a special niche. I don't see it being a big draw, especially. I mean, even that far south, it might get a little bit of the Raiders traffic, and that's probably
That's
about all it's going to
true.
be good for. Yeah, the Raiders traffic and
That's
the
true.
A's traffic if they get built. I think it'll be more successful if they build the A's stadium over there and MGM
Yes.
doesn't
Yeah,
build
there
their
you
new
go. People
property.
can just walk over.
It might
Good
be
point.
good for like a first timer going to Vegas because I mean it's close to the airport, it's close to the sign.
I don't think it would
They don't
be
know any
though
better.
because they don't have any like in a casino there. You wouldn't get the experience. The walking would be worse. I think it'd be kind of a bad spot for a first timer.
No, but like if you think about it, first timers think that everything's really close.
Oh yeah, so it'd be great
So
to
they'd be
torture
like,
a first
"Yeah,
timer.
I
You
found
mean?
this
Okay,
place
I see what
cool."
you mean now. Christina's hazing people. She out here hazing new new visitors.
You can walk from the Strat to Mandalay Bay.
Totally. I mean, you can.
Our
You
first
can,
trip
technically.
we walked from MGM to the high roller and back.
Yeah.
This is a bad idea.
Yeah.
There was a lady, we were going to the 7-Eleven, and she stopped and she's like, "Can I get here?" And she showed us where she's going. She was trying, that we were over by Resorts World. She
Right.
was trying to get downtown.
Yeah, she goes.
Oh.
Walking.
She goes.
Oh.
Can I walk there? And we're like,
We're like,
you
nope.
can, but get a
No.
cab. Like, go
Right, you
call
shouldn't.
an Uber. Don't walk through there.
You might get stabbed,
You
but
will-
can
you
you please?
You could walk there physically.
Physically, you could. It'll be at 1 o'clock in the morning, but can you?
I was like, ma'am, can I call you an Uber?
Right?
I fear it was funny. We're like, no.
I mean, at least the Uber situation's getting a lot better.
Right.
It
It's
is.
got to be better during the holidays too, so that's got to be helpful. So.
You know, Uber is going to be next.
Yeah, TVP, I just meant that first timers would probably book it thinking it was such a good idea.
Right.
It definitely wouldn't be.
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
up on it.
Yeah.
Spoke to
Yeah, he'd be like, no, that's funny.
Yeah, he was like, nah, man,
But
that's
you
not a
can see
vibe.
somebody be brand new, like booking it, and be like, "It's close to the sign.
Oh yeah.
It's close to
I
the
know.
airport. We'll hit the ground running.
Mm-hmm.
Like you better
Yeah.
hit the ground running because you're far from
You're going to be
everything."
running the whole damn time. Oh. All right, Spinners and Sharks. So that's all the time that we have today. I think we're over by about 8. That's not too bad, though. We actually did pretty good with the over-under, I think. So I wanted to thank the Kinos for popping on short notice to take
Anytime,
over
Ace.
stream here. Always happy to have you guys on.
We're
Awesome.
always welcome to take Roger's place. We can never
Alright.
take his place, but we'll fill his seat.
Oh,
Put it
even
like
if he's hanging out here, your guys are always welcome too. So always a pleasure.
Thank you, Ace. Appreciate it.
Definitely. Shout out to Christina as always for co-hosting because she's
Thank
always
you.
checking on me like, hey, we doing a podcast this week? And I'm like, yeah, probably. Why not? Do we have any topics maybe?
He texted Christina today. He's like, Are you guys doing, does he have a podcast?
Pod. She's all, mm-hmm. I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
We're like, okay.
Yeah. That's a good thing you didn't ask me. I'd be like, I guess. I don't know.
Ace is like, let me
It's
whip up an
usually
entire
every
podcast.
other
Right quick.
week.
Yeah, it's usually
Yeah.
every other week. Depends on.
And lately, it's been working out that we're not in Vegas on these weekends.
Right. Yeah. If we're traveling, we'll
Because
usually.
that's
won't
going to
do
be
it.
pretty rough to try to do it coming
Yeah.
back from Vegas.
Until we're all in Vegas at the same time. Keno Wedding will do a live
there
hashtag
you go.
Vegas
Yeah.
podcast.
We
That's when we
should.
can do
It's
that.
definitely happening.
That's
Yeah.
definitely going to happen.
Definitely.
So that'd be perfect. All right. Well, on that bombshell, Spinners and Sharks. So I guess we'll go clockwise, or yes, clockwise, counterclockwise. I don't know. Keno's, you guys go first. You guys do the sign offs.
All right, Ace. Well, thanks for having us on, and we'll see y'all in Vegas.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have to cover Roger, so stay fab, and we'll see you at sunrise.
Yep. And on that bombshell, Ace of Vegas is signing out, wishing you strong hands, and of course, happy spinning, you guys. Good night, everybody.